Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jade, and welcome to Feywild and Out. We're super duper excited for episode 2 of the Specter, our Spelljammer adventure. So I'm gonna have Lamar, our DM, take it away.
Top of the morning, lads, lasses both, and neither. Welcome to our Spelljammer episode 2 called Wrestling. I am your Dungeon Master Lamar, aka LemarTheConGuy, and I am here to play with some fantastic friends of mine. Starting to my stage right, Clara, introduce who you are and what you're playing.
Hi, I'm Clara. I use she, they pronouns. I'm playing Ruby, who is they, them, a Harengon monk, and uh, the former familiar and now self-appointed best friend of Petra.
Very good. Sparrow.
Hello, I am your favorite bird on the interweb, AblackSparrow. I am very excited to be here tonight. I'm playing the Honey-Blooded Prince. My pronouns are he, him. Honey-Bloodeds are he, they. Is an Aasimar Echo Knight fighter. And it's going to be a grand old time being here with lovely people like Mayanna.
Hello, I'm Mayanna Berrin. I'm going to be playing Petra Zagreo, she, her pronouns for both. Petra is a sweet little tiefling who inherited a ship by accident.
Speaking of lovely people, Jade.
Hi, y'all. I'm Jade. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be playing Astra. He uses they, she pronouns, and they were sent here to supervise this weird unpaid internship, but not of Petra's former professor at Strixhaven, now ship doctor extraordinaire. And I think that Trevor is the last. Correct.
Am I? Okay. Hi, I'm Trevor Valle. He, him pronouns. I'm playing Vromas Zandru. Pronouns are they, he, Githyanki. A rogue swashbuckler and probably the most sociopathic of the crew.
Not
I
probably.
mean, probably. But this crew has proven itself not to be the lawful good that most groups have proven to be, except for maybe Ruby. Ruby technically is not evil, they just don't know better.
Ruby picks a lot of pockets, so I don't know about all that.
I like shiny things.
I'm the only
foraging.
person. I'm the only one that keel-hauled and murdered the guy. That should not affect the crew.
I didn't see it.
And
No one did.
Yeah, no one saw it, so it didn't
Plausible
happen.
deniability is a very strong thing. Anyway,
Mhm.
I do this thing at my tables where I offer a group inspiration if the group can properly recap what we did last game.
Okay. So we started out by traveling back, delivering a package, and we were attacked by astral elves on a moth ship. We fought them off. We took one of them hostage because they were knocked unconscious. We discovered a hollow disc that had an SOS message from a dragonborn woman who may or may not be the secret long-lost lover of Vromas. We had BLTs, and then we got to town where we pickpocketed a dock worker, delivered the package, and then got a map that told us that's at the edge of the star system, and there's something that we got to do that way, and that's what happened.
Congratulations, you guys have gained a group inspiration. What this means is that one person from the group can re-roll any roll before they know the result of it. So that's just given to the group. Whoever takes it first is the one who uses it. Huzzah! So that's correct. And you guys got a new mission. So there's 2 missions, just to remind you.
Yes.
One, go answer the SOS call. That one is drastically closer to you right now.
Mhm.
And then there's the other one there's the other one towards the end of the charted map of the pretty much the solar system, for lack of a better term, where you were been told to gather another artifact and bring it to the Rock of Brawl. But all that does not matter. Because as soon as you guys leave the tavern of which you was at, you immediately hear screams and crashes and buildings starting to crumble. The earth shakes violently beneath your feet, and you hear a dull roar in the distant. You hear the dull roar of a distant eruption. What you see coming up is a sinuous crystalline vine erupting from the ground a few blocks away, tall enough to be seen above the rooftops. Screams of panic rise from the same direction. The ground churns right below you as more eruptions burst through the streets. From these sites sprout smaller crystalline vines that uproot themselves and begin lurching through the streets, driving panicked citizens before them, while the enormous vine in the distance stretches even taller. So what you're seeing is vines of crystal erupting from the ground, damaging buildings around you. People are panicked, and also smaller vines come up, and they seem to be forming, for lack of a better term, humanoid-ish creatures that are just lashing at the nearest victim. You are not safe. What do you want to do?
How far away is the closest vine?
I would say it's probably about 6 blocks away from where you are.
Okay.
You will have to pass that vine to get towards the docks.
Any idea of how many vines are between us and the docks? Just roughly?
You see about 6 of these creatures. But what you also see is that it seems like these vines... So there's one main large one that's like a tower fall. It's like, I want to say it's like 1,000 feet tall or some crap like that. But you see like smaller things are branching off the ground. But not only top of that, it seems like these yellow meteorites, for a lack of a better term, are crashing into the world around you at the same time.
Oh, because they were mentioning meteor showers when we were walking up.
Yeah.
Correct!
Oop, there it is.
This isn't happening during a total eclipse of the sun, is it? Because I'm getting wild Audrey 2 vibes here.
Ooh.
Beyond the normal beautiful day, maybe a little bit sunsetty, but this seems to be coming from beyond what you can see.
Okay. Are there hostages who are currently in need of assistance?
There are a shit ton of people who are currently in need of assistance. You hear people screaming, people running, people are screaming, "Run to the docks!"
Okay. I think I'm gonna start heading towards the docks, and I'm gonna try and start like guiding or leading as many people as I can that direction. So I'm just gonna use my action to sort of like gesture for people to follow towards the docks and like try to get people headed that direction.
Dope. What we're going to do is we're going to do a group initiative. Again,
Okay.
whoever has the highest initiative, you may roll for the group. Whoever runs first will go first, and then you guys will decide what you guys want to do.
I got a +3 to my initiative for what that's worth.
+0 for me.
+5.
I was
Nice.
gonna say it's probably gonna be Trevor.
It's probably me.
Trevor and I both have +5.
Nice.
Mine's at advantage.
Ooh.
I think I also am at advantage.
Oh, rad.
Amazing. We love
Rollies.
options.
I will let you do it because I roll like shit.
Okay. Let's see. I have a 13 and an 18, so I'll take the 18 + 5.
Whoa. Nice.
You say 23?
23.
Yeah,
Nice.
Y'all act first. So I
I
rolled a
guess.
7. These are the worst dice I've ever DM'd with.
You mean the best dice?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
those dice. I really
Remember,
think they're great.
Yeah, it's the player's story. So
Yeah, but the DM must try to kill you. Anyway, it is a 23. You all may tell me what you would like to do. There are pluses and minuses to everything, but let me know. So you will be able to act first. Again, just to let you know, there are these little crystal creatures like attacking people or pretty much just going after the nearest victim to them. There are people running through. Meteorites are actively crashing down. The ground is not stable as you feel earthquakes and tremors. Buildings are being destroyed and shredded. What would you like to do? Petra, you said you wanted to do something first.
Yes, can I look for someone who's both tall and influential looking, and I'd like to cast message on that person and ask them to help me guide civilians towards the docks.
Yes. What you see is one of the town guards. They seem to be doing their best, but they just kind of got frozen in what's going on. You're gonna cast message.
Yeah.
I'm going. Well, they're technically a combative creature. It's not they're combative, but they're not a friend. But I don't think there's a role for message. So what do you say?
I just say, I'm trying to help you guys. Let's just get as many civilians towards the docks. Can you help me kind of lead these people? That would be so great. Thank you so much.
Give me a persuasion check.
You got it.
Nice.
While you're rolling that, I have follow-up questions about what we're going to do when we get to the docks.
You said I can do one roll, right?
There is one reroll for the entire group.
Never mind. That is going to be just a 9. It's a 9 persuasion.
Unfortunately, the chaos of everything that's happening has him unable to move or respond to what you're doing. It actually causes him more confusion. There's a lot of voices going around, and yours just didn't bleed through.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm going to just keep,
Yep.
keep kind of gesturing.
But you do try to move people forward. I will allow you a different persuasion roll for those people.
Thank you.
No worries.
That's worse. That's a nat 1. It's a nat 1.
Oof.
For now, I'm just going to mark that.
That's fine.
Because I'll tell you what happens after.
Great.
Who's next?
I would like to reach down and scritch the head of our little bunny friend. Okay, what you need to do is get to the ship and get to the ship fast, and I will cast jump.
Nice.
Oh my god.
The Harengon's
Bruh.
jump distance is now tripled for 1 minute.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Go, bunny, go.
Amazing.
What am I supposed to do when I get to the ship?
Undo the mooring lines and get it ready to sail.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I just start taking off running toward the ship,
Excellent.
toward the docks.
I'm gonna go as fast as I can to the ship.
So, just to remind myself of the jump rules, your strength score, bloody hell. So, it is, for every one of your strength score, it is 1 foot. So right now, you have a score of 12, that's times 3, you can jump 36 feet
Oh my god.
without using anything else.
Oh yeah.
Move, bounce.
So wait,
move,
I
bounce.
have a question,
Yep,
and I'm not sure if I'm gonna break this game or not doing this.
probably.
Best use of questions.
Arms of the Astral Self as an Astral Monk mean that I can use my Wisdom score in place of my Strength checks and saving throws.
Correct.
My current Wisdom is at 16.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the limit is for unarmed strikes.
Okay, I
Yeah.
will take that. Listen, 36 is still a pretty far ass jump. So I'll take
36,
it.
yeah. I just don't want to give you 50 something. Now,
Well-
But what if I
what I
want?
will do though, because it's such a cool idea, I will allow you to make me give me an acrobatics or insight check. What the idea is that your monk mind knows that you have the ability to be smart about this. So if you beat a DC 15 of either one of those, I will allow you to use your wisdom for this. Now, to let you know, even if your jump is 36 and you double that, it's going to take you about 2 rounds to get to your ship. So you have to jump, dash, and then do another run, then you would get to your ship.
May I
Don't
add
worry.
one more thing?
Yeah, sure.
Step of the Wind
Oh god.
also
I
doubles your
considered
jump
that.
distance,
Oh
and you
my
can
God.
dash as a bonus action.
Oh Jesus, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna because I rolled a 2.
Oh.
Okay.
Rub the bunny monk. Go.
We zoom in.
Go, just throw me for the first one, and then I'll continue hopping the rest of the way.
Drink is
So what-
13. You ain't getting thrown anywhere.
What is your what is Step of the Wind again?
Step of the Wind, for 1 key point, you can take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn, and your jump distance is doubled for it.
Oh Jesus, tap dance. Yes. So
What's 36 times 2?
72.
I would like to jump that far, please.
So the Ruby gets a little head scratch, deals a little bit of a kick, and just launches straight into the sky like a freaking wrecking ball, like a little adorable shooting star, just eats your way all the way over. You leap bounds and things. If anyone was not panicking for their lives, this would be such an amazing thing to see. But alas, you make your leap and then you will end your turn.
Totally fine. Did I land on the ship?
Oh my God.
You had the docks. Anyway, but more is to come. Yes, Astra.
How many people can Astra's she like? How many of these like those crystal creatures are attacking people? How many can she see right now?
Right now you can see 6.
Cool. And that's within 120 feet, right?
Within 100, with the way the buildings are, because you're in a marketplace and stuff like that. So there's 6 currently available to you. If you have some magical, timely-wimely stuff that makes you feel other things, there would be more.
Just what? I guess it has to because I'm casting magic missiles, so the sea and 120 feet. So I don't have.
Oh, they're within 120 feet. Yes.
Cool. Yes. Okay. In that case, Astra's gonna take out like this interesting looking, like glowing, kind of almost already looks like the astral sea wand, and break that bad boy out, and kind of almost a little. It has a little not really a twirl, but kind of like a flick, above her head, and we'll cast a 7th level magic missile. So.
Oh my god.
I'm spending all the charges in one go. Because this is basically a oh shit, people are getting hurt very badly, and we are only so many people. So let me find that D4, and that will be 9 I think bolts.
Oh my
9
God.
bolts.
Well, it's
Yeah.
9
Are you-
3. It's 3 at the first level, and then 1 for every additional level, right? So isn't that 12?
Let me read this really quick.
Yeah.
because-
On mine it says 3 darts, then additional darts are 6.
Oh, because I thought it's 1 for
Every-
every level of the spell.
So, it is
Yeah, it's a
3
spell's
darts, and then 1 for every level above 2nd level.
Oh,
So if it's 7th level, you'll get 6. So it is 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
9 darts.
Are you doing all 9 at one creature, or are you splitting them up?
I think that the 3, since you said 6, so 1 on each, and then the 3 are going to go towards the ones furthest away.
Nice.
That folks have less likely of a chance of dispatching on their own quickly. All right. Oh, nice. Okay, so that would be the max damage of 5. So all 6 get 5. Well, 3 will get 5, 3 will get 10 points of force damage.
Nice.
And magic missile turns into a machine gun.
Yeah, essentially,
You know
I'm thinking
what?
it's
I
almost
like that
magical
better.
girl, but Astra's like not of the shoujo, like very much like moon prism power. So it's more of like almost like if there was a lasso made out of magic missile boats, and then it just cracks out.
That's
Less
sick.
Sailor Moon, more Wonder Woman.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sick.
Your magic missile. Let me look at these things. What? Yeah, you were saying, Trevor?
I was in,
Oh no, he cut out at least for me. Can anyone else hear?
Cut out, yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
who, me? Oh, oops, sorry.
Say that again.
Oh, I said
Subtitles
it's like
got
that
you.
weird anime moments where the robot opens up its doors and all the missiles fly out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your magic missile cracks into these crystalline creatures. You see chunks falling off of them. All of them are still up. 3 of them seem to turn around to look at you. The other 3 harmed, but are focusing on causing more chaos. 1, 2, 3. All right, Sparrow, I think you're last.
Yeah, so gonna start running back towards the ship. So I'll use like my full walking, I guess, speed to run 30 feet back towards the ship, and then he's gonna kind of just take a turn and just gonna go ahead and fire the moonbow at one of these creatures.
All
So
right.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
Roll the hit.
I'm gonna pick on one of the ones that are still focusing on civilians.
Gotcha.
That is the 16 hit.
Yes.
Perfect. I was scared from him there.
Roll
So it's
a bunch.
11. 13 damage.
Woo! They're not.
Two of that is radiant.
Nice.
As your bow goes and launches, it hits, and you hit clean, and you notice that the arrow itself, just the pure physicality of it, breaks off another chunk of it. But that big flashing light, that radiant energy that you're normally used to, seems to enter its body and dissipate very quickly. Anyway,
All right.
I think that was everyone's turn, correct?
Well, as a bonus action, I'm going to manifest my echo 15 feet behind me, so like closer to them, if that makes sense.
Smart.
And then that's my turn.
Very good. So you're helping. You attacked. Sparrow ran and shot. The bunny is flying, and the Githyanki. Did you run or did you stay?
Oh no, I'm running. So
Very
it's
good.
like action, rush the bunny, then move, and then bonus action dash. So I'm moving 60 feet.
Very good.
I am out of there.
The first thing I need everyone to do for me is I need everyone to make sure I don't mess this up. I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that checks.
Because as you're standing there, the earth is still moving and the debris from the buildings are starting to fall down on top of you. Except for the bunny. You don't need to worry about it.
Well, I rolled a 19, so.
Very good.
Great.
21 from the prince.
1.
And a 6 from the cleric.
Yeah, 10 from me.
21 for the thief.
Nice.
All right. Everyone who rolled below a 12, you're going to take full damage. Everyone else is going to take half. 3, 12, 17, 23 points of damage.
I am down.
You're down?
I am down.
Very good. You're down.
Yep.
Anyone, half of 23 would be 11 because it rolls down to 22, and then half of that.
And I'm not taking it because I'm still technically in the air.
Correct. With that, the blights will now go after the cleric.
Let's see.
Okay, that is a 7. Does a 7 or an 8 hit you?
No.
Thank God.
And that is a natural 1.
I was about to say, if you said 20, I'm like, peace, deuces.
Oh,
It's
bye.
over.
The end.
That is a natural 1.
Okay.
With a natural 1 in my tables, Astra, do you want to get a free attack of opportunity, or do you want to impose a condition?
Oh.
Me. You know what? Yeah. Wait, actually, hold on. If I attack somebody and like, how far away is this creature? It's like
Well, they
with
just
melee.
attacked. They came to melee attack you.
Okay.
So they're
And if I
there's
try
3 around you right
to-
now.
Yeah, if I try to use my crossbow, that would be a disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Cool. Yeah, well, I'll impose a condition with prone. Like they tried to come at me. They fell on their face or something.
They swipe at you as hard as possible and unfortunately miss widely and shove their hand into the ground. And as they try to pull their hand out, they're unable, for right now, pretty much being prone. But as the world continues to grow, you see around you more of these creatures starting to erupt from the ground, and you see them in the distance, in the alleys, chasing people. You know that it is more than just this thing. Again, this giant vine is in the center of the town, for lack of a better term, just kind of pulsing with energy, bringing it back to the group. Petra, death saving throw, please.
I did. I rolled it, and I'm good. I got a heart.
You got a heart.
I got
So-
these death save dice from my friend, and I rolled a heart and not a
Very
soul.
good.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Nice.
awesome. I gotta
So
get one of
cool.
those.
These are really cute. Yeah, I can't remember where they're from. I'll send you the link.
So Astra, as you are down, for me, down doesn't mean unconscious. It just means you're unable to act. As you're on the ground, trying to catch your breath, trying to figure out what went wrong,
Yeah.
you're looking around and seeing all the people try to run away. I will give you an opportunity, but it's
Okay.
going to cost you a failure.
Okay.
You can try to impose something. You can try to do something as an action, but it will give you an automatic failure, or you can just stay there and do nothing.
Ooh.
By the way, you cannot cast any spells above a cantrip, or you'll do
Oh
2 points of failure.
man.
Because it's an exhaustion type thing.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see
I am
here.
stealing this mechanic.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I will allow you to do an action as long as it's below a cantrip.
Ha.
And sorry, you cannot remove from prone. You will stay on the ground.
And it costs a death save?
It costs a death save because you're pushing your body to the limits.
Yes, I see. I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna just try to catch my breath a little bit.
No worries. And you do a little bit. You realize you're stabilizing just a little bit. You
Ooh.
decide not to do anything. Anyone else?
How far away is Petra from Astra?
Yeah, and also from HPP.
So, H, you can get to Petra with 1 standard move action because you move 30 feet away.
Mhm.
Astra, it will cause attack of opportunities because you are currently surrounded.
Ugh, okay.
But you can get to her in this round because all 3 of you stay within 30 feet.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go ahead and just kind of jump in here so that I can get to Petra. So I'm gonna run over to Petra and just kind of like I'm like searching for a good spot, and then I just shrug and just kind of just hand on cheek, just goes, Captain, we're gonna need you here. And you can go ahead and get 7 hit points back because I'm using healing hands.
So much. And Petra definitely blushes a little bit under her purple skin. There's like a little deeper purple right there.
Oh gosh, is there gonna be like a moment where we just stare just a little too long at each other and then we're just like, let's go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Love
Yep, thank
it.
you.
Loot this somewhere. So, HPP comes by, gives you a bit of life. You're able to breathe solidly for the first time. You're still covered in these scars. It hurts, but you are awake. Unfortunately, you won't be able to do anything because you just got revived.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And then, as a bonus action, my echo is going to move my full speed towards the ship. So 30 feet, my echo moves from where it was towards the ship.
Yes. So you went back to help Petra, and then you're moving your echo.
Correct.
Now, can you remind me of how far an echo can be away from its master at level 3?
30 feet is I think the max. So like if it goes any further than it would.
So, okay. I'm gonna say it's gonna be at the edge of that. If you push it beyond that edge, I'm gonna make you do rolls to make it stay up.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't trying to dissipate it. So
No worries.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I know that's the thing. I like doing cool things in D&D. You know what I'm saying? All right. You heal. You move your echo. Your echo is trying to move. Anybody else?
Am I still a comet?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you, Ruby, you finally land. It takes a little bit of time, but you land on your feet perfectly fine because somehow that makes sense. And you look around, and the docks are in pure chaos.
Oh man.
People are trying to rip off the ropes and break chains and stuff like that. You see people trying to hold on to ships that are trying to get out, like before the hangars close. People are trying to do stuff. And as you look towards your particular place, luckily you find that your ship is already untethered to the ground. But that's because there's 3 people trying to take it.
Come on.
Well, that doesn't seem great.
Great.
I'm setting aside the fact that I don't know that I can fly this ship on my own. We're gonna find out. I think how on the ship are these 3 people?
You feel like they may have just unraveled it, and they're trying to figure out how to open the ship. It's not their ship. They're trying to get in, but they are actively trying to raid your ship.
Awesome. I'd like to get onto the deck and see if I can get to the pilot's chair.
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
was not given instruction, and the ship is now unmoored. So now it's time to try to save my friends in the only way I know how.
How long does that jump spell last?
1 minute.
A minute.
God damn it.
Does it apply to the ship?
No.
Ugh.
But it would have taken you the 30 feet to get to the ship, and then trying to open it would have been action. But because you can jump to space, you just boing your way on top of the ship,
Yeah.
where the deck is and stuff like that. And then you're going to try to run down to the captain's chair.
The
which-
Spelljammer helm.
Which somehow, even with these funky rules I'm making, is within 30 feet. You can get
Small ship.
to the Spelljammer helm.
Oh my god. Ray, Ruby, do you have spell slots?
I think I do, actually.
Then Ruby can try to pilot this ship.
I can do 1 spell and 2 cantrips, which means I have a spell slots. This is deeply stupid.
I love
Do
this.
you require spell slots or spell casting ability?
Yeah, wait. hold
Casting
on.
ability.
I have spellcasting ability because I can cast Guiding Bolt.
I raised you right. I raised you good.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. I've watched Petra steer this ship before. How hard could it be? I like find an apple box to stand on so I can like put the helmet on properly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the exact mechanics because I don't remember it right now.
Oh my god.
But it does require you to do something to
I think it's a wisdom save to connect to the helm. I
Yes,
believe.
that's it.
I only know because I played Spelljammer very recently.
I forgot what the heck the helm is called. Does anyone remember?
Oh, like the helm itself?
Yeah.
I think it's just the Spelljammer helm, I think.
Or
I
is
could be
it the
wrong, though.
ship's name?
Oh, the Specter.
No,
Right?
no. The actual chair itself.
Oh.
There it
No.
is. Spell jamming helm. Okay. You have to transfer attunement. You can touch a willing spell test. Ooh. Okay. That's what the issue is.
Uh-oh.
Ruby. I need you to, in order to run this ship, I need you to make me a either Arcana or Persuasion. No, Arcana or Insight.
Do insight. Insight I can do.
Yes.
Arcana, bad idea. Don't make me.
Insight, you can do.
I can do it. Hold on. Will you take a 23?
That's
Ruby,
my baby.
It's
In your-
insight.
in your head, as you hit that spell jamming helm, we try to focus because you've seen Petra do this so many times. In your head, you hear, Ruby, what are you doing?
I'm gonna save our friends.
Is Petra in danger?
I think so. I don't know. I left real fast. I
As
think
soon as
she's
you
fine, she's
hear,
smart.
as soon as you said, I think so, the ship immediately starts to crack and start that hum as the trees in the boat itself starts to shake. You know that the professor, this is the first time you've heard the professor clearly in your head, goes, let's go get our girl.
Yeah.
And it begins to lift up slowly. But that
Okay,
is going to be
yes.
the end of your turn.
Nothing can go wrong.
Bringing it to Trevor Jade.
Wow. I'm assuming I'm nowhere near the docks after 60 feet since Bunny went bye-bye.
It would be one more full round.
Yeah, so I will take I will take all of my movement, bonus action dash, so I've moved a full 120 feet at this point. Am I within 100 feet of the ship?
You're actually up to the ship at this point.
Cool. Pull out the heavy crossbow and take a shot at one of the people that are trying to steal it.
Roll the hit.
Sweet. +5, 16?
Clean hit. Roll damage.
Nice. Let's see. That is a 5 plus. I don't have advantage on the attack roll, do I? No. Yeah, no, I'm not within 5 feet of it. Damn it. And no one's near it. So, yep, just 5 points of damage. I don't get sneak attack.
5 points of damage. As your arrow shoots and hits this person clean in the back, they let out the big Wilhelm scream. Ah! And they fall over, prone, and seems to stop moving.
Hooray! Yeah, that'll be it. I'm still gonna move toward the ship and reload the crossbow.
Very good. With your 120, you're going to be pretty much right almost on the ship.
Okay.
You see that the ship is moving and making that lovely hum of let's go.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you have no idea. Bring it to Astra.
Okay, so Honeyblooded Prince and Petra are like 30 feet away from me. You're still like that person next to me though.
You're probably like 5 or 10 feet away from them because Petra didn't move. Honey went back to get them, and then you didn't move. So you're all within like 5 or 10 feet.
Okie dokes. Choices. Let's say when could do damage or be a healer. It's so hard. You know what? I can do both.
Cleric dilemma.
Yeah, roll hard. I'm gonna say I'm going to attack the person that attacked me. But they're prone now, right?
They
Or did
are
they get up?
prone, so you have
They are
advantage
prone.
to hit.
Let's go. All right. In that case, yeah, I will attack with my mace. Guy on the ground. Thank God for advantage. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. It was first a 1 and now it's a 20. The duality.
Ooh.
So
Dirty or nat?
Nat, it's a 22 to hit.
Let's go!
Nice.
Double your dice.
Cool.
Ah.
Where did my 6s go? All right, that will be no, I can't do math. That's not 12. It's 10 bludgeoning damage at this thing.
Nice.
You bring your mace down upon this crystalline creature, and you hit it clean as you ever hit it before. And it seems as if shards immediately explode underneath your mace as it crumbles to the ground in a pile of beautiful dust. It is down.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I think afterwards Astra just gonna. Okay. We need to get back on that ship. ASAP. And
Correct.
how you looking, Petra? How are you looking right now?
I got 7.
All right, cool. Oh my God, we're twins.
Oh my God, no way.
We're twins.
Oh my God, twinsies, yes.
Okay. I think that as a bonus action, Petra will use her movement speed, and while using her movement speed to get closer to the ship, they will cast healing word on themselves.
Oh my gosh.
Because I can't heal you if I'm dead.
No, you got to put your own oxygen mask on first, Queen.
Always put your own oxygen mask on first.
Exactly, and that will be 6 HP that I get.
Very. We tickled Trevor very well. All right. Petra is back up.
Okay.
Honey-blooded Prince saved Petra. The Cleric destroyed a crystal. The Harengon is flying the ship. The Githyanki shot someone in the back and is almost on the ship. Petra, Prince, and Astra, you need to make me a dexterity saving throw as the ground and the buildings are still falling around you.
Happy to do that for you.
This one's not
Okay.
terrible. Nice.
Okay.
Dirty
Okay.
20 from me.
It's an 11.
18.
Let's see.
Everyone who made it above a 20, you're going to take 10 points of damage. If it's below, everyone who made it above a 12, you'll make 10 points of damage.
Oh, I was like, bruh.
No, 12.
Am I
Everyone
making
who's
the save?
no, I'm sorry. I'm saying all this wrong. If you are below a 12, you take 10. If you're above, you take 5.
Sick. I'm down again.
Trevor, because
Yeah.
you're not on the docks and they are not surrounded by buildings, you are safe.
Oh, okay. I was about to get really worried.
Uh,
That would've been
I'm
a
sure
very bad
Petra's
roll.
just fine. She's strong.
But you see,
Yeah.
if I healed Petra,
No,
I couldn't have
you did
healed.
right. You
I would
did
have been
right.
dead too, or down too.
You did right. We've
That's
had
your-
this pep talk before in the past where I've been like, you gotta heal yourself first. Always.
The two blights try to swing at Asher, but they go wide. One rolled a 2, the other rolled a 4, and even with the bonuses, they're not going to hit you. Bringing it back to our intrepid adventurers. Just to remind you, chaos and mayhem. Imagine, like the end of a Transformers movie where they're destroying downtown.
Yeah.
That's what we're currently in.
Yeah. Sick.
Who
With the
wants
My
that
exception
favorite
of
first?
part.
Linkin Park song. Yeah.
Give me.
Dang.
I would like to go first because this will help us all out real
Yep.
real
Yeah,
great.
go. Yeah,
Okay,
do it.
cool. Astra is going to kind of like tap her mace towards like on like her shoulder, and on her shoulder that's where it in like kind of like silvery embroidery is that Soon of Seluna. And that will be her way of casting Channel Divinity, Twilight Sanctuary. So that what that does for people who don't know, after I present my holy symbol, which I just put on my armor because it's easier, there'll be a spear of twilight emanates from Astra. The spear is centered on me with a 30-foot radius and is filled with dim light. So in this case, it's that like silvery sparks of stars, astral, but mostly in that silvery tone, and lasts for 1 minute or until I am incapacitated or die. And then whenever a creature, which includes myself, but also anybody that's in that radius, ends its turn in my spear, I can grant them either temporary HP or end a charm or frightened on it.
I wonder which one you're going to pick.
It could be anything, actually.
So this beautiful silvery bubble just seems to irradiate out of Astra, creating like this kind of dome of safety, more or less. At least dome of bravery. Astra, roll whatever you want.
Ironically, it doesn't say I have to roll to do it.
Amazing.
It just says
No.
it just works.
Yeah, but you still have to roll your 1d6.
Oh, my 1d6? Okay. Da-da-da. 6.
9. Everyone in the bubble gets 9 points of healing.
Wow.
Is that temporary or just straight up?
Temporary.
Temporary.
And then add icing on the cake for Petra, then my bonus action will be another healing word for her. And that
Thank you.
is 5 HP, and that's real HP.
Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm back up again. Here we go. This time for real, you guys. The last one was trolling, but this time's for real. Okay, here we go.
Free action. Prince is gonna like look in Petra's eyes. Are you with us? Can you
Yeah.
go?
Yep, I can go. Yes, I can go anywhere
Okay.
you want me to go. To the ship? Yeah, we got that. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay,
That
sick.
was a strange way to put that, but
Sorry, I don't-
and
Oh, there it goes.
And so like the echo is now like with you, and Prince is 30 feet that way, and he immediately just like whips the bow back like into his hands, and he pulls back, but there's like a little bit of something that's strange about it because the echo is making that same movement.
Oh, let's go.
With it, eyes are locked on Petra's, but the bow comes out, like a shimmery bow comes out from the echo, and then it fires, and so does Prince, as I'm going to use one of my abilities that I can basically have the echo fire alongside me. So there's 2 attacks going off for this one. I just want to, let me see if I can find what that's called.
Incredible.
Unleash incantation.
Yeah, unleash incarnation. So I'm gonna go ahead and utilize one of those. So that is going to be 23 to hit.
Clear hit.
And that is going to be 7, 13, 11. 16 points of damage. 5 of that is radiant. And that's I'm basically targeting the 2 voidlings that did not go that Astra didn't take down. So they both get that.
Nice.
Same like basically 2 arrows firing off.
Again, your arrows hit true and it cracks into the shards. It is chipping away. It seems like it's ready to explode, but it doesn't quite, as the radiant damage seems to get dissipated by the crystal that they are made of.
Cool. So if I have moved essentially 30 feet away, where I guess I'm trying to figure out where the echo was in terms of the docks and such.
So it would be, you're about another 60 feet away from just getting to the docks.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna move yet. Kind of, even though I'm like, okay, well, let's go. Like the echo is gonna stick with Petra still.
Yep.
Yeah. And Astra also hasn't used her movement yet because she wants for everybody to move as a group, so she'll move when the group moves.
Very good. Petra.
Yeah. Can I I'm gonna move the 30 feet and I'm gonna kind of beckon both of my companions to come with me. So we're just gonna head towards the docks.
I'm assuming Astra's gonna go with Petra.
Yeah.
So you guys move the 30 feet. Everyone except for Petra has made an action, so that would be all you can move for this round. Petra, you still have an action. You can run ahead of your crew. You can do something.
I'm not gonna run ahead, but I am gonna do a magic missile at the voidlings behind us. So I'm gonna do that at 2nd level. Yeah, and then I think I get four darts, and I'm gonna roll a d4, and that's gonna be 4 points of damage. So how many voidlings again are there that are behind us?
There's still 5 up. One looks like it's about to die.
All of them are gonna go for that one.
The one that's about to die?
I mean, 1 for that one, and
There you
then
go.
3 for the one that looks closest to death besides that one.
So one of your magic missiles goes and hits, and it's like that port in Star Wars. You found the perfect area to get through as it hits its chest, shards of glass as it goes down. The other 3 hits that other one, bringing it cracks and ready to die. If only someone could find a spaceport into it as well. Nice.
Nice.
That's your action. That's your movement. That's your action. That's your movement. That's your action. All right, to our Githyanki and Harengon, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm assuming it would take some movement to get up onto the ship since it is trying to get up.
Yes, because these guys got unleash your ship so much, there seems to be like a rope or a chain dangling from the ship as it's going, so it's pretty easy to get onto that thing.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to take an action to do that climb.
Okay, I'll bonus action dash up the chain. And
You're
then
that will put you on the deck of the ship.
how are either of the 2 remaining people, are they close to each other or each trying to do something else?
They're close to each other.
Are they within melee of each other?
Yes.
Damn it. Okay. Shit. Can't use rakish audacity because I can't get sneak attack because somebody's within 5 feet of it. I'm just going to how far away are they?
Oh boy.
Now that you're on the ship, because they were still trying to get on the ship, 10 feet.
Perfect. I'm going to close the distance to one of them, and kind of in a Errol Flynn, Douglas Fairbanks move,
Yes.
throw the heavy crossbow back on its sling, draw my rapier, and stab one of them in the back.
Roll the hit.
Let's see. Oh, where'd that go? 17 on the die plus 5.
Clean hit.
Cool. Let's see here. That is 7 points of piercing damage.
Down.
Cool. And I will continue to run by them. Or the last one that's remaining. Because I have fancy footwork. I don't get
attacks of opportunity.
Oh no, the one that I killed won't get attack of opportunity.
That is
The
so
other
funny.
one will. So I'll stay where I am and just like rapier out, just kind of twirling at the other guy.
Give me intimidation real quick.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Not good at intimidation.
Ow!
16.
Come on, that's pretty good.
And that
My
is
charisma's only a
technically
15.
that's a contested roll. He looks at you. He looks at his buddy. He looks at you. He goes, "Nope." He runs away as fast as possible. You see that he wants to get off the ship. He technically moved out of melee range. Do you want to use your attack of opportunity?
Oh, fuck yeah, I am.
Roll the hit.
That's a 19 on the die.
Roll your damage.
Oh, it's an attack of opportunity, and
Yep.
there is no one within 5 feet of him anymore.
Nope.
Excellent. So, he'll take 10 points of standard damage, and then an additional 2 points of sneak attack.
Oh,
As this guy tries to turn to run away from you, your rapier just goes straight through and gets him underneath his armpit and to his chest and pierces right into the heart. And he stumbles as he flops off of your rapier, hits the side of your ship, and just head over heel tumbles into the sea below.
As I stab him to the hilt of the rapier, I whisper in his ear real quick, "Here, hold this."
I love this crew so much.
It is
God.
what it is. He had a gun.
And I'll just use whatever random movement I have to head toward the spelljamming helm.
And you do. And you see the most adorable captain you've ever seen before in your life. The spelljamming helm pretty much looks like medieval lounge chair. It's big, spiky, and floating.
Like an armored Barco lounger.
Pretty much.
Got it.
So Ruby, you have control over this freaking ship with the help of the professor.
I have several questions. The first is, how do I fly it?
Spell jamming is more of a I want and the ship will do. You kind of just think about what you want to do and it will do it.
it
Okay.
just works.
It kind of just works.
Well, in that case, whatever full speed ahead to where our friends are is the instinct. And I'm going to trust that the professor understands like obstacles like buildings and streets and people and dock.
Yes. So your ship actually will hover above the general the roofs of the city, if you will. So you don't need to worry about running into stuff. But you do now that you're at this higher elevation, maybe not you directly, because you now feel everything on the ship. You're aware of everything, so you feel or sense the battle that happened on the deck with your compadre taking out those other two things. But you see, it seems like a barrage of these meteorites are just laying waste to the city, exploding, and you see so many more of these crystalline creatures running around and just attacking people. The city is going to fall. You see ships trying to launch as well. Luckily, some are successful, but that means there are others that are not. But you move this ship as close to your compadres as possible, remembering where you leaped from and doing your best to figure out what the best path that would be. But it's not that hard because your ship moves 40 feet of flying speed at 4 miles. That doesn't seem right. With that said, the other three that are still in the shit, if you will, you clearly see above you not only just the craziness, but you see the Specter slowly coming towards you, making it so that with a good run, you might be able to make it after my turn. Is there anyone who hasn't acted this round yet?
I would just like to ask one question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I lower the ship dangerously close to the ground to make it easier to climb up?
Yes, you can. I'm going to make you roll for it, though. I want you to make me a perception check. Because you need to understand what's around you and know how to navigate through that.
Oh
Making
boy.
sure I
And
don't have
because you're a new captain, I don't think you should be able to. If you was drifting a car, you wouldn't know how to do that accurately.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing this because it's a good idea.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. Oh god.
All right, I was trying to see if I had any bonuses to perception.
I'm so scared.
Okay.
Gotta love this game.
18.
Okay.
Okay, is that on the die or bonus?
13 on the die. I have a +5 because I'm a
Not
very
bad.
smart rabbit.
You are a
Monks,
smart rabbit.
monks are perceptive as shit.
Dumb rabbit,
So-
but instinctive.
You find you push the ship to kind of like do a Tokyo drift, and you find just enough space in the building lines to find where your ship could quote unquote safely be and lower the difficulty for them. Your ship is still a good 15 feet off the ground, but again, those ropes are going to be there for them to grab. But you are closer, meaning that they'll be able to get there with a single move action, but they still have to climb the ropes. But unfortunately, you're still on the ground. You are still in the shit. But luckily, there's not as much building left. So you guys still need to make me those dexterity saving throws.
Man.
Only Prince, Astra, and Petra.
Oh man. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Let's
Very
go.
good.
Yeah,
Natural
live in
20.
19 for
One.
me.
21.
Oh yeah.
All of you make half saves. 4 points of damage to all of you.
All right. Nice.
All right. Here we are. The ship is within sight. You see the ropes dragging on the ground. Start to be everywhere. What do you want to do?
How high up is the ship from where we're standing?
15 feet from where you're
Great.
standing.
Misty step. I'm not taking no chances.
I don't
Mhm.
blame you. You misty step up and you're immediately on the deck of the Specter. You see a dead guy on the ground. You look around, and once again, now that you're above, you see the true destruction of the city around you. And you look up and you see that this is only the beginning. It seems like a barrage of meteorites are coming down.
Okay. I look to Ruby. I'm and I'm like, what are you doing? You did great. No, you did great. You saved all of us. I think I will take it from here, and I'm gonna go over to the helm. Do you want to keep driving?
Kinda.
Okay, you get one more turn of driving, and then I'm gonna look down over the side, and I'm gonna fire a first level. Or no, I already used my spell this turn. Or Misty Step's a bonus action. I'm gonna use Magic Missile and just hit a couple more voidlings that are coming our way, or that are.
Roll your hit.
You got it. See here.
I am better served if I'm fighting rather than driving, so I will switch.
That is so fine. That's gonna be 4 points per missile, and how many voidlings are left?
12, 7. 3 are left as you crack open one, bringing those initial 6 down. But as I've said before, those initial 6 are just the ones that were near you. They are not the only ones on the ground.
That's fine. I just want to get a couple of them down as my crew is getting up onto the ship.
Correct.
And I'm gonna pat Ruby's head over the helm.
With that said, the 3 that were attacking Astra are all dead. Everything else you're seeing are murdering innocents.
Amazing. Well, not that part, but glad that we got some guys.
We got him.
All right. Who's next?
I'm gonna hold off for Astra. I want to make sure Astra's all good.
Damn, Astra was gonna do the same thing, but not gonna look that opportunity to be selfish for once in the mouth. And yeah, Astra's gonna use the Astral Elf version of Misty Step, which I can't. I'm trying to figure out the name. Starlight Step. As her bonus
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
To
So sick.
teleport to that unoccupied space on the ship. Cool. And also see what they can do with another magic missile. This one wait, do I have this as a normal spell? Hold on, I might have just played myself here. Yeah, I don't have that. So it's gonna instead be how far away is it? Are they within any of the little creatures? Are they within 60 feet of the ship? Any of them?
Yes.
Okay. At whatever the closest one is, to also help make sure that things don't go too terrible when they speed off. Gonna aim a secret flame at that one. With that's a dexterity save of 13.
Ignis!
Yeah.
All right. I have a oh.
Oh.
The suspense.
That is a 10.
Well, nice. Let's see. I don't really have that one on me, so I'll do the digital dice. Please don't int me digital dice.
Mhm.
All right, it didn't. So that is 7 radiant damage on that particular crystal thing.
Ooh.
As your sacred flame reaches out to this thing, it finds that little porthole, that little area in the cracks to hit it, and it hits center, and you feel like it was about to explode and kill it, but it's unfortunately it doesn't quite do as much damage as you want it to, and it gets reduced. It's almost dead.
Yeah. Mm.
Tragic.
That radiant damage, baby.
Mm.
What? You're safe.
Yeah. Except for the
Great.
HP.
So you did a bonus action. You did an action to move around the ship if you want. Is there anything else you would do?
Just probably move away from the edges in case there's like, some way they start doing ranged weapon things, and don't want to be in that.
Prince.
Radiant Soul. That's what I'm gonna say. So what happens is you kind of see this burn happen to the left and to the right of Honey-Blooded Prince. Like the air is just ignited a bit, and these very glistening honey-colored wings just form off of the back of HBP, and almost in a superhero film, he kind of just kneels down a bit and just shoots straight up in the air, 30 feet straight up. And once he hits that crest, just pulls the bow out and just aims at the voidling that Astra almost killed. And I'm gonna go ahead and say a 24 is gonna hit it.
Yep. Roll your damage.
You got it.
Damn.
That is 9. That's 10 points of damage. 1 point is radiant.
Nice.
This honey-colored angel sprouts their wings and flies up and brings their bow back and launches it and hits it true as it just explodes into dust. You guys have taken out 4 of these things somehow. But all of the crew of the Specter are now at least off the ground. I'm assuming, Prince, you're going to go on the ship.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that I would just come down onto the ship from there.
Yeah. It was dope. And trust me, if people weren't actively trying to not die, you would have caused some headlines, my dog. But right now, you saved probably 1 person. The entire Spectre crew is now on the ship. The docks are exploding. Other ships are getting the hell out of here. What are you? Vromas and Ruby. What do you want to do?
I actually think I will trade with Petra now because it seems like this is a good opportunity to do so. So I'm gonna take the helm off. I think that's fine, right? Like the ship's not gonna go crashing to the ground if someone's not piloting it.
It just floats.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll trade with Petra and head to the top side.
Very good. Petra gets back into their seat. You can feel the professor feeling a bit easier now that you're within his presence again. Vromas, what would you like to do?
So this is going to be wild because since the ship is still beginning to get up, I am running the 35 feet from the bridge
Mm-hmm.
to the main cargo hold.
Mm-hmm.
I will leap down the 10 feet into the cargo deck and head toward the front of the cargo deck in order to start getting the foresails out.
Whoa. And I can see you doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, whoa, cool.
So I'm going to attempt to fall those 10 feet, hopefully with an acrobatics check if the DM is cool.
Yep.
Whew.
Mhm.
That's not a small
17 plus 5.
You're good. You may have done this a few times. So
Yeah,
you just jump down through the cargo deck, land on your feet, do a forward roll, run towards to get those front wings up, push them as hard as possible.
Yep, yeah, I'm going for the main foresails first. The smaller rudder ones, they can fucking wait. We need to get out.
The foresails are out. At this point, the crew is out of the danger on the ground, but there's more danger above.
No, come on.
Is there anything you guys are going to do other than get the hell out of here?
I have a thought, and it's stupid. Again, this
I
whole
love
game is
stupid
just stupid
thoughts.
ideas. For a key point, so I would like to prepare an action.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to prepare deflect missiles.
Ooh.
The question is, does a meteor count as a missile?
Ooh.
Isn't it kind of like the universe's missile when you think about it?
You know what?
You know?
It does this time. Okay, how
Rule of
does
cool,
deflect?
baby.
Rule of cool. That is going to have to happen. So
It's a
much.
prepared action, so like
It
it's
is.
only if something I'm only doing it if one hits me, and I have to use the key point for it. So I don't know if you'll let that happen, but you can use a reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a ranged weapon attack. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 6. If you reduce damage to 0 and have a free hand, you could spend another key point to make a ranged attack. Basically, you can catch it and throw it back.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to catch this micrometeorite and throw it at someone? That's
So, this is what I'm going to say. Because this is
I
so
got it.
awesome.
badass.
I believe you're preparing that action. Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
I would like to burn a sorcery point to recover one of my spell slots, and then I would like to try to use warp sense to see if there are any nearby portals in the area.
There are no nearby portals within your range.
Man, oh man, one of these days there's gonna be a portal within my area.
One of these days, there's going to be a portal in
One
your
of
area.
these days.
Eager portals in your area.
Anybody else have any other actions?
We need to get the hell out of this crystal sphere like now.
Very good.
I'm gonna put up the put out the aft wings and just
Petra looks, feels that the ship is ready to go. Even though you're in low orbit, it's very dangerous to go at space speed, but we need to get the hell out of here. And you
Okay.
point your ship north,
Yep.
and just before you're able to punch it, a meteorite comes and it seems to be barreling straight for your ship. I didn't have to fudge that roll. That's actually going to hit your ship unless someone can deflect it.
If only.
Ruby, you are on the deck. You do this. Now, let me tell you something, Ruby. You look at this meteorite, and you know that your little baby self can't do this by yourself, even if you're prepared action. So something amongst you brings out your astral arms. I'm assuming you're using arms. Do you have?
Yes, I have
Okay.
astral arms.
Your extra arms, these big buff arms that hover above your shoulders, and you put your arms out to try to catch this thing. You brace more than you've ever braced before, and then you hear something in your head. Thought, a memory, something. And for the first time in a long time, you feel a pull from the center of your chest that pulls towards space, and you hear protect. I'm going to give you advantage on this deflect missile.
Yes, please. Yeah.
All right.
That sounds sick.
So what? I'm trying to figure out what I have to roll for deflect missile now.
It is a d20 plus 5,
Okay.
if I remember that correctly. Deflect missile, yes, it's a d20 plus 5.
What's my DC?
Let's see.
Before I tell you what I got, I'm very scared.
Oh man.
It is an 18.
I just get to 18.
Ruby,
No
catch
fun, buddy.
this thing. It burns instantly. At the very least, you're going to take 3 points of fire damage.
Yeah. I'll take
As you catch this thing and your astral arms put some extra oomph into it, and that pull on your soul, it feels like, gives you a bit more. It like exerts wrath. If you've ever played that game or an anime, you deflect it off your ship just in time as the Specter launches into space and gets the hell out of there. And with that, that is where we're going to take a break.
Oh my god.
Wowza. All right. Bye, y'all. We'll be back in a bit. Peace.
Yeah,
on.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Feywild Now. I'm Jade. I'm one of your players here in the Specter Spelljammer D&D 5e miniseries. I'm trying to think of all the different descriptors of our miniseries. But yeah, that's what we're doing. And I will throw it over to Lamar, our DM for this miniseries.
Everybody, and welcome back to our lovely game. We, at least the crew, just escaped from a hell of a meteor shower where they fought crystalline creatures and they saw a big tree and someone almost died 3 times and people shot commoners and we had a bunny rabbit drive a ship and so much happened. So excited. But before we do that, for those of you just turning in, hello, my name is Lamar. I'm your DM, and let's have everyone quickly go around the horn, tell me who you are, what you're playing, starting with Clara.
I'm Clara. I'm playing Ruby, the Harengon monk who uses they, them pronouns.
Sparrow.
I am Sparrow. I am playing Honey-Blooded Prince, who uses he, they pronouns. He is an Aasimar fighter.
Jade.
Hi, y'all. I'm Jade. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Astra, who uses they, she pronouns, and they are a astral elf twilight cleric. I was saying cleric of twilight. I guess it's technically both are true. Both are true.
Cleric of Twilight is all awesome. Trevor.
Yeah, I'm Trevor. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Vromas Zandru. They, he pronouns, the Githyanki swashbuckler.
Mayanna.
Hi, Mayanna, Berrin, she, her pronouns. I'm playing Petra Zagreo, a Tiefling Clockwork Soul Sorcerer, and the captain of the Specter, not by choice, but by circumstance. She, her pronouns as well.
I didn't know you were a Clockwork Soul sorcerer. That's rad.
Thank you so much. I love Clockwork Soul. It's one of my
so
favorite.
much fun.
They're very fun. I love her so much.
Keep looking for portals, but alas, there are none.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway. But the Specter leaves the atmosphere of this planet. And as you guys shoot through space, you see an armada of ships that looks like the one that you guys were attacked by only hours ago. The one where you keelhauled that Astral elf. It seems as if they were not the only ones around, but you are full speed ahead. You're getting the hell out of there like so many other ships. In space, no one can hear you scream, but light still escapes as you see other ships not so lucky to get out of the barrage coming from these places. But Specter, for lack of a better term, safe. You guys get out to open space as fast as possible until you finally feel as if you are far enough away that you don't have to worry. You're still about, if you check your star map, you're still about another day and a half away from where you got the beacon. And then you're many weeks away from where you're supposed to go at the edge of the mapped system.
Well, good job, everyone. I think we all demonstrated useful skills, excluding myself. I'll take the I'll be the first to say that was not my best work, and I'm embarrassed to have represented our crew in this form and fashion. So I would just like to apologize to each of you and thank you all for sort of covering the gaps in my ability level. So I am going to focus on what I can do better as I steer the ship towards that distress call that we discovered earlier today. Please take the time you need to rest and recover from that very arduous battle. And if anybody has any feedback that they'd like to give to me in a private forum, I will be at the Spelljammer helm available for you to do so. And then
Vromas is busy looting the two bodies that were still on the ship and pushing them overboard. And he just has this very confused look on his face, not understanding what you were talking about. Like,
okay, good to know.
We're all here.
2 daggers, about 3 gold.
Hey! Just whistling, bleeding everywhere, just like.
Petra, I don't really. I mean, I think the apology is nice and everything, but I don't really think it was necessary. We were all kind of ambushed there.
Well, that's true, but you were all resilient and you were able to fend for yourselves. And if anything, my weakness in that moment made it so that you were incapable to do your best work. So that's just a note for me. You all did amazing. I just I need to think about what I can do to better improve myself as a leader and a person. So I'm just going to do that. Yep.
Honey looks over at Ruby with just doesn't say anything, but just a look of just like, can you do something? Kind of just like she's on her nonsense right now. Can you?
Yeah, no, I think I'll follow you back to the helm when you start to leave again, but yeah, no, absolutely. I was like, I want to. Ruby doesn't understand taxes yet, so I can't impose like a I can't impose a tax on you for this.
Ruby, you just kind of keep putting your paw out to me. Do you want scratchies or do you want snacks?
I don't Uh-oh. Okay. I don't like how you're talking to my friend.
Oh, which friend? Is it Astra, Honey-Blooded Prince, Vromas? I hope I didn't say anything to offend anybody.
No. I don't like how you're talking to my friend. Or I guess about my friend, because my friend is you.
Oh. Oh, Ruby. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I misunderstood that. What do you mean? I'm just
Well, when you are bad at something because it's hard, you get really upset at yourself. And then you apologize to us a lot. I don't really understand the apology thing because if you didn't, you couldn't help. I don't really get apologies very well.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So I don't know what to do with that. But
Mhm.
I certainly don't think that you need to waste a lot of words on not being good at stuff that you aren't good at.
Mm. Mhm. Thank you for that. That's good feedback. Um, I will reflect on that. Do you want to sit on my lap while I steer the ship?
I really do.
Okay, cool. Hop on. And I'm gonna commune with the professor and start playing lo-fi beats around the ship as we all kind of settle in as we traverse towards this beacon that we heard.
Yeah.
I have
Music.
one other question.
Ooh.
And like after it's like if we're flying for a minute,
Mhm.
Ruby like is gonna look up at you.
Mm-hmm.
When we were leaving the docks and we
Uh-huh.
were getting attacked, should we
Mhm.
have stayed and helped a bunch of people?
Yeah, we should have. I thought
Was
about
it
that too. We we were in no shape, but we should have stayed and helped more people. Yeah.
okay? So
Uh,
next time, should we help a bunch of people?
yeah. Yeah, we should. That would be a good thing to do.
Okay. And like you can kind of feel it as like
Mhm.
Ruby has definitely like decided on something and like hasn't really doesn't communicate, but it's just like okay.
I think I can feel that, and I think I kind of like pet your head in your ears, and I say, you are incredible, Ruby. What you've been able to learn and understand and comprehend in these last few months is more than most living beings do in their lifetime.
Thank you. The universe likes to tell me things.
Good.
Oh,
That's good. Yeah.
in the spirit of helping people, are
Mhm.
you gonna talk to Honey Blooded Prince?
Um. um. Wow. How would that be helpful exactly? And I think like the helm, like I think the any lights on the ship start to turn like pink and then like go back to normal for a second. How would that help? Who would that be helping?
I don't know. You're doing that thing that rabbits do in the springtime, like right before the like other parts.
Mhm. Ruby, um, are you familiar with classic power dynamics in the workplace type of situation? I am technically Honey's employer, and if I were to instigate a conversation with Honey, that could be considered a human. What is it? An HR violation. So, from a professional standpoint, I am incapable of I don't know what I would say. I don't know what I would say.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I would say to how would I he's so look at him. He's come on.
I don't know how to break it to you, but I
Mhm,
don't know that human rights HR
mhm,
resources
mhm,
exist. Honey Blooded Prince is an Aasimar.
mhm. He's a little angel, and I am a little tiefling with glasses. So what? How would that even work? That would be crazy. That would be the craziest thing that could ever happen.
I think you're supposed to just sort of figure that out, right?
I mean, there are weirder things. And it's just like after you, everyone
How'd you get here?
forgot that Astra was
Petra, how long have you been nearby within earshot? Would you say?
I would say a while, but it
Okay,
was just
great.
very entertaining to
Okay.
witness everything.
Totally, totally very cool. Yeah, great. Okay. What do you think about all this? What do you think? Should I continue to harbor hidden feelings, or should I have a conversation?
Well, darling, you did die almost 3 times, so it's almost like you only live once, but even more so, the
Mhm.
pending mortality of your kind is even more fresh in one's
Uh-huh.
mind. So I would suggest, and you can always have some type of written agreement. It's like if we don't see eye to eye romantically, then I cannot kick you off the ship for that reason. Yada yada yada. There are ways. There are ways.
You could
Okay.
agree not to be weird about it afterwards.
Oh, okay. Totally, right, for sure. Astra, have you ever talked to someone about feelings before in your life?
Plenty.
Oh, plenty. Okay. So not zero?
Not zero at all.
Sick.
I actually have
Cool. Me
10
too.
kids.
Okay. 10 kids. Wow. What are you doing here then, ma'am?
I mean, they're adults. They know what to
Oh,
do.
they're adults. Okay. Great. Okay. I've never talked to anybody about feelings before. I was
Well, you
really
talk to me about your feelings all the time.
No, not that way, Ruby. In the romantic sense, Ruby. There was this like
Ruby's
TA.
encapsulating this.
Yeah, but like okay, because what you're talking about is me talking to Honey about these feelings that I have that are not platonic feelings.
No, they are not platonic at all.
Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. So great. Okay, I'm adrift in the astral sea is what it sounds like. I'm gonna just think on that as well. The stress, and then my purpley skin gets very blushy again.
You got really warm. Like I just curl up to take a nap.
Yep. Okay, yep. Snuggle up. That's okay.
That second couch in the med bay isn't just in case there are 2 people injured. You can just sit in there and talk. Technically, I'm on payroll to do that. But also, you don't annoy me as much as some other students, so.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Is this like a for now offer, or is this like a in the future type offer?
As long as you don't do anything to make me revoke it.
Got it. Very cool. Okay. Great. Yeah, I'm gonna put the ship on autopilot and be like, okay, can I maybe continue to ask you questions about this then?
Sure.
Great. Great. So I guess we'll go down to the med bay.
Yeah.
And we will shift to another part of the ship. Honey, it's been a while.
1 week.
It's been God damn it. That psychic damage.
It's a knee-jerk reaction. I just see here. It's been 1 week since. No, anyway, go on. It's
How
been
long
a while.
How long has it been since you've shown your wings? Since you were truly the honey-blooded prince?
It's been a while.
Mm.
I don't think he's really like it's he's a bit more reserved. So like it felt like a necessity. I don't think he necessarily in that moment felt like he trusted strength to be able to get him up on the ship. It's not really his strong suit. It's more being swift, if you will. So like months, I'd say. Probably closer to half a year than like a 2 or 3 month situation.
So it's been a while since you've shown your elevated form, some would say. To stay true to your name, are you concerned at all that someone may have seen you?
I think in that moment he was not. No. I think maybe now it's a little bit of like a. Hopefully, the chaos of the situation kept that under wraps a little bit. But I'm alive, so.
When's the last time you've called home?
I think the last time that there was at least some communication between his parents and him, not that long ago, maybe under a month for sure. I think the last time that he visited home, over a year.
Very
A
good.
lot of letters exchanged. I think they find a way to get something to him when he says, "Hey, I'm gonna be. This is our trajectory. So if you want to like leave me send a letter this way, I'll probably pick it up at this port or, that kind of a thing."
Very good.
Or sending stones here and there. He doesn't have one on him currently, but like that's been a thing in the past.
Very good. And how are you feeling overall right now?
I would think he's like the adrenaline's worn off at this point from what was going on. So a little bit of concern over utilizing Radiant Soul in the fear that somebody may have seen it, but I think overall, I think right now he's kind of just patching himself up a little bit on deck and just trying to take in the downtime as he can before something else happens, because it's been an action-packed couple of action-packed day and a half, if you will.
Been quite a bit. As you patch yourself up, Vromas, what are you doing right now?
Well, after tossing the bodies overboard, started walking across the main deck to the bridge and started hearing all this weird conversation happen and just noped out of that. Just, I went up the stairs past the treant to where the ballista is.
Okay.
And just kind of hanging out back there and start trying to patch myself up, like taking the armor off and seeing how bruised and battered from getting hit by a building I am.
As you sit up there by yourself, just recovering, you can't help but remember the past and concerned about the present. Tell me, what do you remember about your old flame ship?
Ilkish's ship, the Copper Coin, was being a damsel ship. It was really small. It was very small crew, but it was the reason why it was the Copper Coin is because it had this. The exterior was beautifully just like clad in copper that had been slowly aging, so it had that green patina on it, and it was elegant. And for a neutral courier, it was an oddly elegant ship. But then Ilkish was an oddly elegant dragonborn. Just, very slim, very slim of face, these tiny little demure horns, always wore very, very fancy clothes because she just felt like a diplomat. It was her job to be neutral. And the ship was fun. It was quiet, but it was enjoyable. One of the few times Vromas has actually been, you could say, a semblance of happy. Drifting in the astral sea for who knows how many years or even a century, finding someone that also believed in Istis and the threads of fate was rare. And we just went with it until our threads took us in different directions. But there was always that connection, that silver cord through the astral sea that just constantly reminds Vromas of how it was.
Hmm.
But yeah, the ship was dainty but beautiful.
Hmm.
It's impossible to not have these thoughts run through your head in the moments of quiet. Even with the thudding of this music permeating the walls of this very ship, it's been. You've heard this before. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's a rhythm at this point. So your mind can wander and you can think and you can hope and you can worry and you can panic. The specter will continue to float as everyone may now take a long rest.
Ooh.
Oh, thank crap.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. I wasn't going to get Clara.
Yes.
Ruby. My apologies. Ruby, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
What did I do?
Never a good sign.
13.
You go to bed and you sleep. And thinking about your intelligence and everything you've learned. But this night, you don't dream of your friends. You don't dream of adventures. This night, your dream has you waking up on the ground. As you open up your eyes, you are in bars, a prison, a cage. This is a cage. But before you could panic, the thought of food hits your head. And you hop forward, you hop forward, and you eat some food. And then thirst comes about you. Water. And right next to your food is your water. Fresh and clean. And as you drink your water, a large figure appears above you. You look up at him, but the light behind them is impossible to get a features. Humanoid is the best you got, but it's shadowy. And you hear them say, I need you to protect her, Ruby, while I cannot. Will you be a good girl? And that is the end of your dreams. As everyone wakes up to the next day.
Oh my
Yay!
god. Oh. Okay. All right, waffles. And then I go to the galley and I start making waffles.
Waffles, survival check,
In the
please.
morning, I'm making waffles.
Yep, you got it. Let's see here.
Wait, a survival check for our waffles?
Yeah, I know.
That's how you cook in this game.
Come on, baby. Ooh, that is another nat 20 for food.
Hey, let's go. That's what matters.
Let me tell
Yeah.
you, you've heard of this Terran planet that has this battleground called House of Waffles, but they also have some damn good waffles, and you've asked around of the exact way to make them, and yet you've added to it. You've made these big, delicious, fluffy, but crunchy on the outside waffles. Didn't quite be able to make syrup because maple trees, once again, a Terran thing, hard to have after the Great War.
I've asked for
Which-
Professor to give me syrup, and he won't do it.
He will not do it. It's a little too much. You hear him go, that's kind of disgusting.
Sorry.
Right. But you're able to make a simple syrup out of found sugar and things of that nature, and candied up some fruit and stuff like that. This is some damn good waffles. I can't believe you keep rolling so high for all your cooking rolls.
Honestly, screw
What is
Strixhaven. You
this?
need to go to culinary school.
Yeah, at this point, I think the problem is you keep cooking good food when you really should not be a sorcerer at all. But anyway, guys, wake up, and you it's not easy to get messages out in space, but for every once in a while, you are close enough to a major hub that you can get a beacon, and you see a very noticeable flash within the captain's quarters and stuff like that of not the captain's quarters, but of the helm area, if like where your star maps and stuff like that, of a beacon flashing over and over and over.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna plate everything, get everything nice and settled, and then I'm gonna go investigate the message.
You get the message, and the message says, I find it annoying that I must go through so many hoops to find you, my love. It is time for you to come home, for we are to be wed.
Oh no! Well, by process of elimination.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Honey, I'm gonna summon you to the deck.
There's a long pause.
Oh, you know what? Can I argue for advantage on this insight, since I feel like traveling, I think most people traveling together, but especially with Petra, the Astra's like, that didn't sound like normal Petra being excited.
Petra, are you hiding your desire to be panicky?
I don't think Petra has the capacity to hide that. I'm gonna insight check myself on that one, and I'm gonna say nope.
Very good. I'm not going to give you advantage. You have flat insight.
Go
Bet.
for it.
That's
Actively eating
20.
your
I shit you not.
Absolutely.
For a total of
probably
25.
overheard it.
Yeah.
Probably overheard it.
Astra, it likes to be nosy, so
Mhm,
they're
mhm.
not like gonna they're gonna do essentially what they did before, where they're not really trying to be stealthy, but nor are they leaving the vicinity to hear the conversation.
Oh no, we're eating waffles and watching this.
Yeah.
Astra is all about the cheese may. Anyway,
Yes.
you get this message. It's very annoying for me to have to track you down like this, but it's time for you to come home, for we are to be wed. I didn't do a feminine voice, but it is a feminine voice. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So are you guys like hiding nearby on the deck? Is that what's happening?
Probably plate.
With waffles? Great. Excellent.
Some damn good waffles. Don't forget about
Awesome.
that.
They're really good.
In front of my waffles?
Yeah.
HPP emerges from someplace on the ship. I can't decide from where. Looking a little tired, like he's not been conscious that long. Yeah, is something amiss?
Yes, we received a message, and I'm just gonna use process of elimination here. Are you engaged to be wed back at home wherever you live?
Um, if there was a way to see like the light kind of leave his eyes a little bit, you would see it
Oh
here.
boy.
Um, he does not look at all pleased about what you just said to him, but obviously it's not aimed at you.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you being forced to get married back home wherever you live?
um, that's a way to put it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay. Well, this
but
didn't come up in your initial background check or screening, so good job, because we didn't catch it. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? They seem to know how to get in touch with you.
they
Well, I mean, we got this beacon. I'll play the message again.
Hello, my dear. It is annoying trying to track you down. It is time for you to come home, for we are to be wed. I'm sure I haven't said
uh
it right.
that light that was gone is now back, and with like you like it's like a bit more intense now, and if you were looking at his fists, it's like the Arthur Fist meme. Like it's like he is visibly upset hearing that voice.
Is she
Um
bad? Do we need to do something about this?
Before you can even say that, like he like spits off to the right.
Um, okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Can I put a hand on your arm? Would that be okay?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
put a hand on.
He's not making eye contact, but he's
Mhm, mhm,
visibly upset.
mm.
Um, and his voice lowers, and he says, "Not here and not now."
Okay.
And almost instinctively is like looking to see if he can see like Astra or like Vromas nearby.
Oh.
I'm not. I don't know if he does or does not see them, but like he is actively like looking around to see if anyone
Perception.
is listening. Um,
Ooh.
If anyone wants to hide,
that's
you need to give me a stealth check.
um,
Vromas is nowhere near there.
Yeah.
that's a 23
Oh,
I
on a
no
ain't
one.
doing
perception
that.
check.
Even if I try, even if Astra wanted to hide, which she doesn't,
What a
she's not being
14?
anything.
You notice Astra and Ruby plates in waffles.
The sickening crunch as oh no.
Um, as he notices this, he he kind of just shimmers a bit, and
Hmm.
Petra, you could probably realize that he has swapped places with an Echo at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think my hand like would phase through it
Yeah.
probably.
hmm
Okay. All right. Okay.
Um. Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Okay.
And then, purposefully, his Echo is going to move towards Astra and Ruby, and at some point, that 30 feet is going to run out, and it's just going to kind of like wispy smoke. It's just going to vanish.
By the
Hmm.
moon, what happened to just communicating that you wanted space? I understand, but you could have just
Uh,
asked.
right. Yeah. there's a lot that that was in that I don't
You should deal with that.
Yep. I'm gonna go look for honey.
Honey, do you attempt to hide or?
I think he's gone to a place that that Petra could probably find pretty easily.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you pick, but like
I think probably like you've I have given everyone kind of like open office hours to my quarters to talk about anything. So I'm sure like if you wanted to talk to me, you'd probably wait for me by my room. So I would just
yeah, that's a good call, I think.
please yes. And I open the door and I kind of like after you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm
And
yeah.
he walks in and forgoes any sort of like seating implement and kind of just cross-legged sits on the floor.
I'm gonna close the door and then I'm gonna sit on the floor too. Okay. You know how
Her
this works.
name,
Yeah.
yep,
Okay.
her name is Thalia Swiftheart, and she is the fucking worst.
Mm.
And that is the first time that you've heard any sort of like expletive
Yeah.
from HPP
Yep.
since you've known them. Never, ever, ever. She is the fucking worst.
Okay. How did this happen? How do you end up engaged to someone who makes you look like you die inside? How did that happen?
Where do I?
Is it your family? Is it politics? Are you actually a prince? Is this like a territory kind of treaty situation?
The prince thing is sort of true. It's
Sort of
not
true. Sort of true. Okay.
sort of true.
Sort of true. Got it. Mhm.
Family is royalty, but I am not actually a prince. It's a nickname from my mother. He's a little embarrassed. He's a little embarrassed as he says that.
Right.
But we can. The long story short is it is indeed an arranged marriage. Thalia ruined that.
How?
So
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
well, I found her in bed, in our bed, with several.
Several. Okay. Several. I'm gonna put my glasses up a little bit, and the glint is gonna shine off of them. Like that, we can't have that. Where does she live? What's the address? Where is she? We're gonna sort this out real quick.
She's, and I mean this with respect. She's out of your reach, Petra.
Okay, that's fair.
And
that's fair. I got bodied by literal rubble, so that makes sense.
No, stop. No, I mean, to go after Thalia is to invite way too much to your doorstep.
So you've been hiding. You've been like kind of on the run sort of situation.
He like genuinely laughs at that. Yeah, I suppose that is true. She knows what she gets from the marriage to my family, and that is why she is beckoning me home. But I will die 1,000 times before I slip any rings on her finger.
Right. Yeah, of course. That makes sense. What does she get exactly out of this marriage to your family?
This status that comes with my family.
What is your title exactly if it's not prince? Like what are we dealing with here? For the good of the
Alright.
crew, I have to ask.
No, I understand. There's this small town that my family essentially owns. It's
Uh-huh.
called Terradisia, and I am. And you can tell he's like fighting it a bit. My name is obviously not the honey-blooded prince. It is it's Zero Light Veil, Duke of Terradisia.
Mhm. Okay. That's great. Well, thank you so much for that also explains why it didn't come up on the background check. That actually makes a lot more sense now. Thank you so much for the transparency. We we love having you on this crew, and we would be remiss if you were not a part of this team anymore. So as long as you would like to stay, obviously you are welcome to be here. I would personally really like that as well, for you to stay here on this ship with us. And if Thalia does come after you, I know that I'm not super strong, but we will do everything in our power to ensure that she doesn't lay a finger on you ever again. I can on my dad's life if I ever find him.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thalia's not an Aasimar. She's a human. So not that there's anything wrong with that. It's
Totally.
just she doesn't have any. She's not like me, but you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
just since we're being transparent, but can we keep the whole and like he like does like a little like kind of like lower pitched like can we keep the whole zero name thing out of
Yeah.
cool.
Honey Blooded Prince, totally. Yeah. I didn't hear nothing about
Thanks.
nobody. Of course.
Thanks. I mean, because if I feel like a lot more attention is gonna come to you if the light veil thing comes out.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean,
That
I'm not like a an actual prince or a king or anything like that, but it kind of sucks sometimes.
A Duke is up
So,
there. A Duke is definitely up there in terms of like, yeah. I'm gonna like from the cross-legged, I'm just gonna move to hug you.
yeah, he lets
yeah.
it happen. And
I'm really sorry about all this.
why are you sorry?
Because you're a good person and you don't deserve for any bad stuff to have ever happened to you, and especially someone to have disrespected you in the way that Thalia did. That's not cool. So I didn't do it, but like I'm sorry that happened to you. And then I get out of the hug.
Can I insight?
What are you insight checking?
He just thinks the apology was a little long. It was a little strange.
Roll insight.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Oh, it's just a 9.
Uh, Petra, were you having any deceit in
No,
your
not at all.
as far as you're concerned, what was said is as it is.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. But I want you to know that romantically there is nothing there for Thalia and I, and there never will be again.
That's great. That's great news. I'm very excited to hear that because I really like you.
Oh, Wow.
No action
Petra,
items right now. No action items right
I-
now. You shared a lot of information, but I'm gonna just leave that to you. So you let me know how you feel about that at an appropriate time.
Oh,
That
I
is
was just gonna say I like you a lot too. You've been great, really. And he like puts a hand on her shoulder, like the best. Thank you. And he like pulls his hand back, not in like a hot stove kind of way, just kind of like, thank you a lot. And if she allows it, he's gonna like get up to like move to stand.
yeah, I'm gonna stand too.
Again, Petra, thank you. Truly. I have a lot to discuss with my parents. So I will move to handle that.
Okay.
But we can talk again later if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. I'd like that very much.
And you see like the little sparkle in his eyes as he nods and excuses himself.
Okay. I'll see you out there.
As
I'm
you
just
open the door,
yeah.
Vromas is there about to knock, and the door opens. He's like, "Oh,
Sorry. Go. I'll just.
no, I was here to see the captain," and he pulls out this small flask full of red liquid because during his long rest, he used his astral knowledge ability to swap his carpenter's tool proficiency with herbalism kit and made a potion of healing.
Ooh.
Sweetheart.
Captain, I heard you got your ass kicked while we were, getting the sheep ready. So just in case, here, have one of these, and hopefully you won't die next time.
Thank you. It smells like cinnamon. That's
Yeah, used a little bit of cinnamon. There was some strange herb that was in the galley that looked good. And yeah, I have to go clean all the vials and dishware and such that I used.
totally.
But
Thank you.
yeah, I smell waffles.
Yep, there are waffles. There are waffles in the galley. I don't know what I was on this morning, but I think they turned out pretty spectacular.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm gonna put this away now.
And he just looks very confused between the two of you.
Yeah, HPP has like made a move past to go like get past Vromas and like is like once you were like I made a potion of healing, he's like that's my cue to skidoo and he's out. So like
I think I like do a little wave. He definitely can't see it, but I'm like bye.
I have a passive perception of 9. So like I wasn't hearing anything. I'm just like I'm about ready to knock on the door and it opens. Oh shit. Okay. Here you go. And then I'm gonna go clean and go have some waffles.
And HPP for the record, HPP's moving to go find Ruby.
I'm
I'm
just heading to the
probably
stateroom and grabbing some food and going back up on deck.
I love this game so much.
either with Astra or back in like somewhere eating waffles. Like I have been kicked out of following Petra around.
Yeah, I think we're just. I like to think that we're just. Oh wait.
As he finds Ruby, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and ask Jade is if Astra is around.
Oh yeah, I think that her and Ruby are just hanging out, still eating waffles, just chit chatting.
And good waffles.
Discussing morality.
Hello, that message is indeed for me. It is not what you think. Thus, ergo, I am in a unpleasant situation of the arranged marriage kind, and I am very much not for it. So it is a beacon that we can leave behind and ignore because I'm not going there and I am not getting married to that particular person. And that is all I have for you at this current moment. I will allow a short period of time for any questions.
So next time you need alone time with Petra, it's just better to say it out loud rather than use your echo. You can just ask. I've been around for a while. I know. You can just tell me things directly. It won't hurt my feelings.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you were eavesdropping.
Was I? I was just standing there. You could have asked me to leave. I just exist. I'm on the ship too. Well, I see what you mean.
What's eavesdropping?
And poor Reaper didn't know. Eavesdropping is when you're around and people either have not communicated that they don't want you around, or they have and you decide to stay anyways when they're having a conversation.
Oh, I'm always eavesdropping.
Fair point, Astra, and I will take that into consideration for the future.
I have a question. You're not for the arranged marriage that you have, right?
That is correct, yes.
Are you for Petra?
He looks a little stunned when you say that. I'm sorry, am I for Petra getting married? Why would...
No,
Do you have romantic feelings for Petra?
Oh. You can like see the puzzle pieces click into place as you say that. Like, I was not prepared for that question. I apologize.
Is this a bad time? I'm telling this to Astra. Is this a bad time to remind them that I don't quite get apologies?
I don't understand what he means by not prepared. I figured it was obvious by the moon.
I mean it and like the puzzle pieces are fully in place now. If you're reading his face, like all of these other moments are just like they were just kind of just like, well, I mean, it's a little weird, but I'm not gonna like question it. Now it's just like ka-chunk. And there is a little bit of like flush to his cheeks now that like the realization is setting in.
Does he not know what to do?
I'm sorry. I was just a little emotionally vulnerable with having to talk about that arranged marriage situation, and honestly, I wasn't yes. I will answer your question with yes. And if there isn't anything else, I have somewhere to be in this present moment, if that is all right with the two of you.
No, just cherish it. Hold it on for everything that you have. Being in love and romantic feelings is one of the most beautiful things in Astral. See?
And he just like it really is kind of lost for words, which is kind of a rarity for him. It was just kind of like a stunner. So he kind of just smiles, and a little bit of a like an excuse me smile. Well, thank you. And I will be speaking to Petra again, it seems. So, if you don't mind. And he kind of like nods in bows, a short bow in respect, and he does not echo away. He full on turns away and walks back to Petra's quarters.
As you turn around, you see Vromas kind of like walked in and just kind of stuck there frozen.
Vromas, this won't make sense right now, but I am a well and utter fool.
It's okay. I thought you were talking to first mate, not in that way. That's apparently. I'm gonna have some waffles and I'm going to go upstairs.
I hope you enjoy them.
Yeah, I didn't expect to run into yeah. Okay.
No, this has been a series of a comedy of errors and misunderstandings, I think, today.
Well, wherever your threads of fate take you, whether it is this arranged marriage or Petra or I don't know.
You see him like bristle a little bit when you say arranged marriage, but he obviously doesn't do anything, but it's uncomfortable for him.
Well, as we say, your threads are entwined with someone. When you find them, you find them. If you don't, then you can never cut them. But you do have to follow the way they are entwined.
You sound just like my father.
I'm sorry.
No. I have
it's
a
a
good
good
relationship
thing.
with him. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You are
that's
fine.
good. Then. Okay.
All right. Well, if you excuse me.
I was going to say, would you like some waffles? So you go back and talk to her romantically with a full stomach?
Oh God. And it sets into him that you heard that also. So
I've been standing in the doorway.
Yeah,
talking to Astra, and yeah. Because you went to the galley first, and then I
think if I go and get food, that just makes this weirder.
Well, why don't you just bring her a plate?
All right, and he, basically a fuck it kind of way. He just all right, and he goes and gets a plate, and he's like, okay, well, what? Never mind.
I don't know. Ask the bunny what she likes.
Yeah, he just panic, just gets a plate of 4 waffles and just with butter and syrup, and then he is about to walk away. He stops, and then he turns back, grabs a second plate and puts it under the top one as a companion plate, and grabs a couple of utensils and just is moving.
4 lucky feet.
4 lucky feet.
And then he's knocking at the door of Petra's quarters.
I'm gonna open the door. You're back. Oh.
Yes. Do you mind if I set these down?
Please.
Okay. Thank you. Sets the waffles down, and then in a blur has turned to face you and has a very intense look in his eyes, and he goes, how long, Petra?
How long what?
How long have you had feelings for me?
Oh, the whole time. Yeah.
I'm incredibly sorry that that beacon must have been quite awful for you to hear then.
Oh, yeah. But that's not your fault. I think we both probably apologize for things that aren't our fault. That's not your fault.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I could, I would like to at least start to make that up for you.
Yeah, that would be very okay with me.
Okay. And he just very gently puts a couple of fingers under Petra's chin
Mhm.
and just a cute little kiss.
Yeah, I consent.
And then we switch over. One, that was the most adorable thing I've ever seen. That was so good. We switch over to Vromas. Vromas, your morning has been eventful. Maybe not as eventful as others, but eventful.
I just wanted waffles and to make a potion for, the captain that kept getting her ass kicked.
Made the waffles. You made the potion. Good potion. You got the waffles. You assisted the young Aasimar into trusting their feelings again. It's a good day. And as you take your waffles up to the deck to go up to the crow's nest that you normally rest, as soon as you hit the main deck, your eyes look up to space and you see the copper coin out in the distance.
Condition is it in?
It is hard to see, but you're getting closer. The unfortunate thing is that it looks to be almost fully destroyed. The beautiful copper tin is stained with dents and soot, damage. There's visible holes within this hull. And for those of you who don't know what a damselfly is, think of like a dragonfly. Long cargo hold towards the back, front covered in glass. It's pretty
Are-
much destroyed.
Are we drifting toward it
Correct.
now that the ship is on autopilot, or kind of
Correct.
near it?
You are drifting towards it.
Okay. We're not going to hit it, though.
You're at a gentle pace, so you're not like. "Grr."
Okay.
But
Because
that's where you was headed. So
okay. If the gravity planes or the air envelopes coincide with each other, I am going all the way onto the 4 point and leaping onto the coin.
you can do that as you guys get closer, but before you see that, you on the deck, you see someone waving at you. And then as soon as your envelopes cross, you can hear a hey!
I'm across the bowsprit and leaping and trying to hit that stomach churning point of gravity plane shifting
Yep.
and attempting to land on the deck as acrobatically as I can.
You run you drop your food immediately and you dart out, you jump off of that thing with all your strength. Give me an acrobatics check.
Oof. Oh, that's not that great. 15.
Not too bad. You leap and you're able to break your gravity plane and feet. Look, maybe not as smooth as you wanted, but you land. And what you see before you is a human. A human that seems damaged, holding their sides that seems to be wrapped up in thin cloth. And they look at you and goes, "Thank God. Thought I was gonna die out here."
Immediately pull the heavy crossbow and aim it at them. Do they look familiar from when I was on the ship?
No.
Who are you and what are you doing on this ship?
My name is Benotto. I was a deckhand for attacks.
How long have you been on the coin?
Couple months.
What is the captain's name?
He says the correct captain's name, Ikish.
Okay. I lower the crossbow. Immediately, tell me what happened.
He looks up at you. He looks down to the ground. And he looks back up. They grabbed her. And that will be the
Oh, okay. There. Okay. That's the end.
That's the
We lost
end.
audio just for a second there. Okay.
Yeah,
I just
no,
wanted
it
to
was,
make sure.
it was really funny because
word
it's like that
is-
will be, and then
And then it was like,
Yep. They grabbed her, is what he said. And then that is the end of the episode.
As I pull my stomach out of my feet,
Thank you, everybody, for being here for episode 2. Run for the Spelljammer 5e here at Feywild and Out. I have been your lovely dungeon master, LemarTheConGuy. That's LemarTheConGuy. All social media is made before 2023. Let's go through all the people who got some emotional damage today. God, I love this freaking show. Let's go backwards. Mayanna.
Hello, I'm Mayanna Berrin, she, her pronouns. I've been playing Petra Zagreo, a clockwork soul tiefling sorcerer, also she, her pronouns. And she got herself a little smoochy today. Yeah.
yeah.
Moochies. Trevor.
I am Trevor Valle. He, him pronouns. I was playing Vromas Zandru, the Githyanki swashbuckler, who went from Errol Flynn to getting his heart kicked into his chest.
Very good. Jade.
Hi y'all, I'm Jade, she, they pronouns, and yeah, I played Astra. I do lots of things on the internet, including streaming, cosplay, hosting, making general content that is video relating to games and nerdy stuff. But you can follow me everywhere at JadeValkyrie, except for here, it's JadeValkyrie with a 3 at the end. Sparrow.
hello, I am your favorite burb on the interweb, AblackSparrow. I'm an entertainment man. I do voices and hosting and gaming, tabletop stuff like here on Feywild and Out. You can find me here. Tomorrow I'll be over at Catchy Cantrips. Wednesday I'll be at Modifius, who was kind enough to raid us. Our fantastic DM over there is one Trevor. You can find me at AblackSparrow pretty much everywhere. So that is where you can find me.
And then last but not least, Clara.
Hi, I'm Clara Allison. I'm all over the internet as ClearlyGolden, unless you're into mermaids, in which case you can find me on Instagram as mermaid_clarity. I'm all over doing weird things all the time with Happy Jacks RPG podcast or with Queen's Court games. Although I'm kind of between shows on both of those, so I'm mostly here.
Very good. And one big thanks to Feywild and Out for hosting this Spelljammer 5e. And make sure you come back. We have 2 more episodes and so much more story to go through. And if you guys really like this, maybe you should follow the Feywild and Out social medias and Discords and say, hey, we want more of this Spelljammer, because I'm letting you guys know I have so much more story we can tell here. And we have so many more backgrounds to mess with. And to kick it off, let's go to the people who run this channel. JadeValkyrie, what you got?
Yeah, so I'll jump in here. So I just want to say thank you to Centuries Untold, our lovely mod, for the 20 months of support via a tier 1 sub. So thank you so much. We appreciate that. And we want to say hello and welcome to the Feywild from Mazface, our darling Maz, Speaker JPG, who you can also see over on Modifius on Wednesdays for our Dune game, Flock Obama, which is just great name. And then Delta J Ford, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the Feywild. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back next Monday with episode 3. And I've put our Discord link. If you're not currently in our community Discord, please go ahead and join. You can chat with us. We make memes. We tell you that's where you can find out when we're streaming and what. And I want to say also thank you to our illustrious guests and our illustrious DM for this fantastic cast. I'm so in love. And I also forgot to say which character I'm playing. I'm playing Honey-Blooded Prince, who's an Aasimar fighter. Don't worry about it. He's very happy with his current lot in life. So yeah. Unless you've got anything, Jade, we can find somebody to raid and send y'all on your way, if you will, like Rusted Root.
Love Rusted Root.
Yeah.
Good ref. Good ref.
Awesome. Well, we'll find somebody to raid. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Oh, okay. Well, we'll find somebody to raid to stick around. Our raid phrase is Goth Reba McIntyre, which is just so delicious. So funny. Kudos to Jade for that one. So we'll go ahead and just put that in the chat. And we'll see you next one. I almost said Wednesday. We'll see you next Monday. Bye.
Bye.